Watch, wait, learn. And, oh shoot. Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a Monster Legends exclusive first look at the upcoming monster Galvanus. This is a Thunder and Light monster. Very cool. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster. All the cells need to take him to rank 5. Any gems I use will also be reimbursed, by the way. And they provided the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. This is the free-to-play bounty hunt monster. So, he looks really cool. And he actually surprised me when I looked at his traits. Check it out, you can already see it. He has anticipation. At rank 0, he can already counter any of the ET monsters. Funny enough, the exclusive bounty up monster, Shiv, she has ET. She has a lot of extra turn skills. However, she also has dodge area. So, in a way, Galvanus does counter the exclusive monster, but by having dodge area, you might be able to counter Galvanus. I don't recall what his skill set is, so we'll definitely check that out. But he has anticipation. He also has hardened at rank 1. At rank 3, you get your precision doubled with true vision. And then at the start of the battle, you give yourself immunity to possession and corruption. And then at rank 5, you give your whole entire team a cooldown immunity. So this can help against the likes of Zyron. There was someone else that came out that can do CDA. Who was it? Off the top of my head, was it Brainlian? Or was it... No, it might have been... I want to say... Let me scroll through the monsters. Is it Raras? Does Raras do CDA? I know it does time stops, but yeah, potentially helps out, but the anticipation is probably the best thing about this monster. This alchemist used to experiment with thunder currents. Used to, because one day an experiment went horribly wrong and his entire body was affected by those electric currents. Since then, battling has been the only way Galvanus can find balance. He channels the currents inside him through his skills. Alright, so his ultimate attack removes positive effects from all enemies. Applies positive effect block, electrified, and mega stun. This is powerful. So any positive effects I have is gone. So an immune to stun or an evasion, gone. You block positive effects so they can't reapply anything. They're stunned for 2 turns. And in that meantime, I completely forgot that electrified also blocks area dodge. I completely forgot that was a secondary effect of it. But in the meantime, they're going to be losing 15% of their HP. So pretty powerful. Let's see how he compares to the other monsters in the game. So as you can see, Galvanus has a pretty high life stat tied with that of Plantamination. They have one of the higher ones in the game at 125,465. The average life stat, by the way, is 123,000. So yeah, higher than average. In terms of a power stat, let's see. I did imagine it to be on the lower end. 10,065. It's a unique power stat that only this monster has. And the average is 10,200. So yeah, he has like 200 some odd points less than the average. However, it does not appear that he's going to be an attacker monster, so that's fine. And as for his speed stat, whoa, he is fast. He's the fastest monster in the game. You know what's crazy? The strongest monster in the game is this new bounty hunt exclusive monster, and now the fastest monster is the free-to-play bounty hunt monster. 8184, faster than Xmas, faster than P3R3 by a good number of points. That is crazy. So, the fastest monster with anticipation. I think he's going to be a team speed holder, but let's take a look at his skills and let's see what he has to offer. Okay, so here we have him at rank 5. I accidentally took him to rank 5. I meant to do rank 3, but then he was rank 4. I'm like, I might as well go all the way. So his skill set, Hot Wax. Oh, he's probably potentially could also be some sort of 3 speed holder. We're going to find out right now. So Hot Wax removes 20% of total life from one enemy. Completely spammable. Doesn't matter if you get hit with CDA. You can use it. Remember, his CDA is just a status catch to the block. So that can be cleansed away. So yeah, you have a skill you can use that just takes away 20%. Candle Flame applies Sunburn to an enemy and Blind, also spammable. So this is going to reduce accuracy because keep in mind Sunburn reduces by 15% and then Blind by 50%. Voltage Leak deals moderate thunder damage to an enemy, applies Electrified. Also spammable with if you have the 20 stamina. It's a way to apply the new dot Electrified. Candle Deflagration deals low light damage to an enemy, applies Daze and Sunburn. So I'm seeing a lot of accuracy reduction. Also spammable. So right now we have nothing but 0 cooldown skills. Awesome. Trick of the Light. Alright, here we go. Removes positive effects from one enemy, then from all enemies, then applies positive effect block to all allies. Wait. Positive effect block to our allies? I'm pretty sure that's a mistake. That should be to enemies. There's no reason you should block your own allies. So I'm pretty sure this is the update SP needs to do. If you block positive effects on your own team, this is terrible and you would never ever run this. I'm pretty sure the idea is to remove like Mega Taunt and then residual like evasions and whatnot, and then prevent them from reapplying. Let's see. Volt Overcharge applies Electrify to one enemy first, then it deals moderate thunder damage to everyone, and then it applies Electrified to everyone, Electrified being one of the newer, better dots in the game. Enlightenment gives anticipation and removes all negative effects from all allies. Okay, now I remember this monster. Enlightenment. This monster can be partnered up with Raris for some insane action. If you do 3-speed Galvanus, you go first in the turn order, you give anticipation to everyone, then you can go with Raris and do your extra turn to the enemy. You are going to give your monster 3 extra turns, or every single one of your monsters you're going to give them an extra turn. Keep in mind, this is an extra turn from anticipation, not from doing an ET skill. So if the enemy has an ancient cloak, if they have anticipation monsters, it is not going to trigger. So you basically get to attack for free. And then monsters like Raris have cleansing skills. Galvanus has a cleansing skill, so it's going to be like Galvanus turn 1, Enlightenment. Raris turn 2, turn transfer to the enemy. Maybe the enemy does something. I don't know, I don't care. Maybe the enemy does something, but then you go again. You do Galvanus. If he's the fastest monster, he's going to go first. That's the way anticipation would work. He would go first in the turn order, so he'd remove positive effects, and then Raris would go, could deny, could apply dots, and then your third monster would go, whether it's a Megaton monster, whether it's an attacker. So that's going to be the cool gimmick right there. Unfortunately, I can't showcase it since I got rid of the 150 Raris, and I only have my Raris who's barely being hatched. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to showcase that, but maybe I'll hold on to the monster for like a week and a half, and I can get Raris to a somewhat usable level. Now, what else do we have? Photosensitivity removes 30% of total life from all enemies. Nice. So that's basically 90% against Megaton monsters. Applies major damage reduction and blind to all enemies. Very nice. So again, going back with this idea of Raris, you'll be able to do Enlightenment. When you get an extra turn, maybe if you don't need to cleanse anything, maybe you just do Photosensitivity, 90% of the Megaton monster life. Raris takes care of the rest, and then your other monster is free to attack and do whatever. So that'd be pretty cool. Major damage reduction and blind to everyone. Removes positive effects from one enemy and negative effects from allies. Phenomenal support skill. Let's see. Magic Candelabrum removes 30% total life from one enemy. Applies major damage reduction and blind. Single target. Gives anticipation to one ally. Removes negative effects from one ally. Requires cooldown. And removes positive effects from one enemy. Removes 20% from all enemies. Man, this monster has so many skills. I don't even think the exclusive bounty hunts had more than just the defaults. Alright, so the question is, what do we do with Galvanus? So, again, I'm already ruling out the anticipation mechanic because I can't pull it off. It's still a cleansing of negative effects, so that's something to keep in mind. I think in a war scenario, if you see a player have Unrelenting Assault, it's a good idea to use it. It might deter the enemy from doing ET, and if the enemy doesn't get deterred, then hey, you get extra turns for your whole entire team. Assuming you have every skill set, we need to definitely use Trick of Light to see how that works. I want to say 30% from one, major damage reduction, and blind. Your single targets might be better. It really depends on the build you set up. If you do a team speed build, I think you'd probably want to prioritize more single-based skills and team skills, and not so much AoEs. But if you're going first, even then, you still got to deal with Megaton, Status Caster, usually. If not, it's like Slumpster, Poseidonia, Fruitaster. They have a lot of positive effects that you can cleanse from everyone. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I initially, I like the monster on paper. As far as PvP meta, I can't say whether he'll be. I'm leaning more towards no. But again, that exception is that like Raris, is it worth using a 3-speed Galvanus, a 3-speed Raris with a third monster? And if so, who's that third monster? Is it a Megaton monster? Is it, if it's an attacker, you run the risk of the enemy maybe bringing back denial and they deny you, in which the turn is like Galvanus, enemy denier, and then I don't know, but then again, it's the AI. So I don't know. There's a lot of questions. Let me know in the comments below if you think this monster is going to be meta or not. I really like Righteous Blaze. The ability to remove positive effects at the same time cleanse from your team is very nice. One ally removes negative effects, but then we have the whole team cleansing negative effects. Part of me just wants to remove negative effects from my whole team. So that's why I want to like 3-speed them and just cleanse. So maybe we still run Enlightenment. Let's see, what do we have? Electrified to everyone, 30% from everyone, major damage reduction, removes 30% from one enemy, major damage reduction on a 1-turn cooldown, anticipation, 20% from everyone. But see, if this one against a Megaton, since you're removing positive effects and then 20%, it's not as great. Keep in mind there's so many dodge area monsters too. Let's see, Sunburn spammable, removes 20% spammable. I don't know, I have iffy thoughts on this monster, that's for sure. He's definitely, going back to the single targets, what do I have right now? Cleansing. I think he's gonna be a lot of help to remove positive effects from the enemy and to cleanse life from your taunt or mega taunt monster. And then while at the same time being able to reduce the accuracy on one of the enemy monsters, or if not accuracy, damage output, or both. So AoE, yeah, I'm leaning more towards something like this one. Like magic that is 30%, major damage reduction, and blind. You can hear Toothless in the background meowing. I'm gonna open the door so it might sound a little weird. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Low light damage, daze. I don't know. You guys let me know. What is an ideal skill set for this monster, assuming you're not going the rawest routes? Like, I feel like almost every turn we can cleanse from the enemy. Let's try this out. Also, one great thing about this monster, guys, he could revive. If he dies, he comes back to life. And stamina is not really an issue for this monster. He can recover stamina, so we're going to go Master Staff. Talent-wise, he's probably a good contender to protect your monster with the Purgatory. I suppose you could go Dots. You have Electrified. You could go Burnt Blood. You could have Voiding and Electrified. That could be pretty good. Ancient Cloak, he obviously does not need. Please don't Ancient Cloak him. 7 Sins potentially could also be a good one for him. He gets attacked. He can res. Yeah, I think he's not going to get one-shotted most of the time. So you could 7 Sins him. I'm going to go the Purgatory route, though, actually. So let's go Purgatory. Another potential good one, actually, I should just showcase that's more free-to-play, is this one right here, because it dazes the enemy. So keep in mind, you have access to Sunburn, you have access to Blind, and then you have major damage reduction. You could also daze to reduce damage output and accuracy even more. So that could be a build. So that's what I'm going to do. Now let's take him out. Oh, sorry. Now I got to go runes. So again, I think there's two main mechanics. You team speed it for support, or you 3 speed also for support. And you're just having him go first, cleansing from the enemy, cleansing from your team, and you're good to go. We're going to try out 3 speed. And like I said, I'll keep the monster for like a week, and I'll work on getting Rarus ranked up. I might just speed it up in the hatching and start using it in rank up survival. Alright, but let's test this monster out in PvP. Okay, so I'm just going to use Galvanus with my setup. I'm replacing my Zul with Galvanus. Now, obviously I can't do double damage buff and damage buffs and evasions like I would normally do, but let's just see how this monster performs. I'm not against this guy, obviously, but we'll try some other bases. I'm really hoping I fight Poseidonias and Fruit Tasters to see. I think I might run into trouble, though, if I'm being honest. What the heck? The names. I might run into some trouble just because if I do fight Fruit Tasters, they're going to destroy me. I think removes positive effects. Why is it? Let's see. This is removes 30%. Would it not work because of that thunder protection? It receives no damage from thunder-based attacks. Gives anticipation. What do you have? Absolute 0 or UA? Okay, so let's see if this works. So anticipation to everyone. He's going to kill me, though. So I did get an extra turn. Anticipation did kick in on everyone, but I did die. And I did come back to life, as I mentioned. Here is the removes positive effects from everyone. But we have a Megaton monster. So yeah, this is why I'm saying that as much as I like the monster on paper, PvP specifically, I don't know if he's going to be meta. I don't know if he's even going to be used that much. I think that the new monster, the exclusive bounty monster, will definitely be used. This monster is really cool on paper or not, but I just don't see it other than the Rarus mechanic. And even then, I don't know if it's a mechanic you really want to do. So we have 2 dodge area monsters. We do have an ET, so this is a perfect example of enlightenment. Alright, Dark Shocks. Alright, like, both my monsters got an extra turn, and then this is where I can go and cleanse. I don't need to cleanse anything for myself, I think. No. Let's see, removes positive effects. Let's see if this is a positive effect block on the enemy or on myself. It does appear to be on the enemy, so that's just bad wording on the game's part. Alright, we need a quick shot you. And then Eeltron's Mask. That's going to be the end of me, to be honest. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, wrecked again. Yeah, I don't know how to use a monster to showcase just him. And that's always been the issue with support monsters. Like, how do you really showcase them, you know? Alright, we'll try again. I guess I have that 30% skill, but then he's more of an attacker, and that's not the point of PvP. Alright, we'll see how this goes. So they started the game off with evasion. I think the thing that makes the most sense is cleansing. Removes positive effects from everyone. So yeah, positive effect cleanse, positive effects block, no more pierce for you. Pure implosion, turn me into a baby. I hope you don't kill me. Thank goodness. Alright, what are we gonna do? Soul drag on you. Attacker, nothing, and nothing. Okay, cool. So here I would just go and dominate. But I do want to do the electrified. I think I ran that skill. Alright, let's just recharge. Let's damage you a little bit, and then we'll see Galvanus do his attack. Recharge, recharge. Alright, so 30%, blinding everything, cleansing, and removes positive effects from everyone. So 30%, boom. Watch, wait, learn. And, oh shoot. Well, let's try something else out. So, removes positive effects from one enemy, then from off. So we saw that works as intended. We're going to keep that. Cleansing. So ideally what I wanted was for them to apply negative effects to my monster and everything, and then I just cleanse while removing positive effects from the enemy. But yeah, with the kind of monsters out there, I don't know how sustainable that is. We're just going to put the Electrify to showcase it. Anticipation to another removes negative effects. I'm keeping that one. And then I guess we can run the 30%. Yeah, guys, let me know. What do you guys think about them? It's really hard to pull off, right? And like showcase. Is this the best? I don't know if this is the best thing to use. Yeah, I'm calling it, I guess. Just using them a couple battles in PvP, like the higher up level PvPs. Definitely not going to be a meta monster. Wars, he's a good monster, but I can tell you right now, I don't think he's someone I'm going to personally invest in. So we're going to do... Again, we have a lot of dodge areas in the meta, so... What does he do? This the singles, but then they cleanse, maybe? Positive effect block. I'm assuming he's going to do to the sewer. Let's see. To the sewer, yeah, which removes negative effects anyways, and then applies evasion. Alright, so there I'm stunned. So let's just hypothetically, let's just kill you. Let's see, removes, and then blind. Removes 20%. I decided to run that. Electrified. He has evasion. I guess in this case, assuming that was like an attacker. Oh, he's immune to blind too. Quick money. Yeah, it's much more safer to, like, cleansing negative effects is nice and all, but I'd rather prefer like an immune to torture or like an evasion, like Zola can do or like Slumster can do. All right, it's only that anticipation that really makes him stand out, and then the skill set he has could help out like crazy, like I mentioned. Let's try this against maybe a Megaton monster. We're not gonna run the spammable. Removes positive effects and then negative effects from all allies. That one's good. 30%. We'll keep that one. Again, we do have all these singles to reduce accuracy from a main threat. Let's fight again. If you guys have a team suggestion, let me know. But ooh, it's again, support monsters tough to showcase. Because I could give him a bunch of team speed and have him go last, but it'd be the other two monsters doing all the work, and he's just there to cleanse more than anything. We're going to do. Did I run it? Yeah, removes positive effects. And then negative effects. So remove your immune to freeze, and negative effects are gone on my end. All right. Okay. So I will say. So see how I'm pretty sure UA triggered, right? UA triggered. Yeah, that's why I got anticipation on these two monsters, and it did save my monster because now he has photophobic shield. So running in with Purgatory is a nice clutch. And then do I electrify everyone? Do I remove 30%? Yeah, look, and then I follow up with this, which reduces damage output and blind. So that's a really good setup. Here, let's trigger your anticipation. All right, let's see what happens. So keep in mind, he's blinded now. Major damage reduction. He went with Impure. I'm just gonna recharge. Still blinded. Oop. Did he miss both times? Even then, I have Purgatory helping me out. Boom. Alright, so now he's not blinded or major damage reduction, so now he can hit me hard. And nope, sorry, Purgatory helped me out. Anticipation kicked in, so I get a turn in. And then I can electrify everyone. Major damage reduction, move 30%. Let's go electrify everyone. Boom. Recharge, looks like it didn't land over there. Do I remove positive effects? Negative effects, do I have any negative effects? Yeah, Curse Countdown, so Righteous Blaze. So this was like the best showcase of what his potential is. So I was a fan of this battle. Yeah, so again, if for a war scenario, if you see Unrelenting Assault, if you see ET monsters, if you see the exclusive bounty out monster, then he could potentially work out. Yeah, then he could potentially work out in that case. Alright, here's a Fruit Taster. So I'm scared. But we're going to do the 30%. Look at that. Easy. But keep in mind your relics or talents won't trigger since it doesn't deal damage. We're gonna finish him off. Quick shot. And then we're gonna purple volley. And then we'll purple volley again. Alright. And then we're gonna tooth by tooth over here. If I wasn't poisoned, he would have died. Oof. Recharge. There's Purgatory helping me out again, which I love. Should we remove Unpoisoned? That's not the worst thing, but we can remove positive effects from the enemy. Here would have been better to have the positive effect block. I don't think I'm running that skill. Let's shield up. Alright. This is electrified. It won't land over there. I might as well just major damage reduction. Rotten berries. So that helped out. Finish you off. Alright, let's see. So, electrified. Yeah, just blocks. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I didn't want to damage mirror. Whoops. Okay, he's still alive. Good. So, major damage reduction and blind. Removes positive effects and then negative effects from me. I can get rid of the shock, get rid of all that regen. Major damage reduction and blind I think makes the most sense. Reduce accuracy. Let's see if he misses. He didn't miss. Recharge. Oh, I got my ult. Remove positive effects. Positive effect block, electrified, and mega stun. We're just going to remove positive effects. We're just going to recharge. Let's see. We're going to recharge again. Recharge again. I'll let him kill my monster. Alright. Photo, sensitivity, blind, damage reduction, Ramberries. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that last battle we had was a good showcase of his potential. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to test out specifically, keep in mind the monster I'm facing. Let me know in the comments below. I'll read through them and then I can try again. But he's a hard one to showcase and I don't think he's going to be PvP meta. He looks really cool and he's a good support monster that can definitely be used in a war scenario. I think that's where he's going to excel. With that being said, guys, that is it for this exclusive first look on Galvanus. Let me know what you guys thought about him in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.